For a while, there's been a big debate on whether Hornet Silksong is a prequel or a sequel, but what if it was somehow both? Because, just maybe, Hornet is actually a time traveler. Now just a quick disclaimer, this video is very highly speculative, and it does contain spoilers for Hornet, so don't just take this video with a grain of salt. Imagine a galaxy where every single atom inside was arranged to make salt, then take this video with that. Now, it's time for the video. Now this may sound far-fetched, but with this theory, there's a chance that the Radiance and Lace are working together. That's right, the Radiance and Lace. See, I told you this is very highly speculative. If you don't know who the heck these people, or I guess bugs, are, then just watch Mossbag's videos. Links in the description. Anyways, at the start of Silksong, you see a cutscene where Hornet is inside a cage with the seal of binding. She was captured by what appears to be cultists of some kind. Well, that's not very important to this video. Then, a white bug flies on top of the cage and breaks the seal of binding. I personally think that Hornet was surprised by this and how she was able to use her powers again to escape now that the seal was gone. She then falls into the Moss Grotto. Later in the game, in the detox area, Hornet fights Lace. Before the fight, Lace appears to be controlling some white bugs that appear to be the same as the ones that let Hornet escape in the beginning cutscene. Perhaps Lace not only knew about this, but made it happen. She could have done this for a couple of reasons. 1, she wanted to seem like the good guy, or 2, she wanted to defeat Hornet herself, which is what I think happened. Perhaps she didn't trust anyone else, or maybe she was just feeling selfish or something. Now this ties in with the partnership between Lace and the Radiance. The Radiance wanted to spread the infection throughout Hallownest and did so. But depending on which ending you got, the Knight either took the place of the Hollow Knight to keep the Radiance locked away, the Knight did that with Horn's help and she became a dreamer, or the Knight went inside the Hollow Knight's mind and defeated the Radiance. There are 2 other Godmaster endings, but I won't spoil them, as they are pretty difficult to get. Basically, if the Radiance and Lace are working together, they would want the infection to stay. If Lace, or possibly the Radiance, knew that Hornet may help the Knight stop the infection, they would want to stop Hornet. When they captured her, they may have also time-traveled her, and besides, Hornet's mother Hera the Beast had sort of a truce with the Pale King. Kind of. Hera only became a dreamer because she was able to have a child with the Pale King, and that child is Hornet. The Pale King was also the Radiance's enemy. And if Lace and the Radiance had an alliance, then that's why Lace fights Hornet. But now, we will get into the time travel parts. This is the extremely high speculation territory. Remember the Salt Galaxy from earlier. In the reveal trailer, we see Hornet doing whatever this is. But I think that could be your method of time travel. I mean, she's probably too small to drive a DeLorean. If the infection had already spread throughout Hallownest before Silksong, Hornet would go back in time and try to assist the Knight in stopping the infection. The thing is, it would probably take a long time to go to Hallownest from Farloom, especially if she is walking. And we know that bugs lose their minds when they leave Hallownest. So perhaps she forgot some of her objective, and that's why she tries to stop the Knight. But maybe, like Coral, she starts to remember some things. Like how she's doing the opposite of what she wanted to do. Plus, she is the daughter of her higher being, the Pale King, so she might not lose all of her mind. And it's believed that higher beings do not lose their minds outside of Hallownest. Now if you get the Sealed Siblings ending, or the Dream No More ending, Hornet helps the Knight. Perhaps the reason she didn't help in the Hollow Knight ending is because the Knight was just too quick and Hornet didn't remember in time. Besides, she only helps after you get the Void Heart Charm, so maybe that's when she remembers. But now, it's time to tie up some loose ends. Number 1. How would the Radiance know what will happen if Hornet didn't change it yet? Well, we don't know exactly how time travel works in Hollow Knight. It could be where your changes make alternate timelines where different things happen, like Back to the Future. I mean, this is pretty complicated stuff involving quantum mechanics. But maybe, everything already happened and the Hornet universe is deterministic. Everything would always happen in the same way. Hornet helps stop the Radiance, which causes Lace to try to stop Hornet's past self, but Lace doesn't succeed, which leads to Hornet helping stop the Radiance. It's an infinite loop. But how would that work with different endings? Well, there is some advanced quantum mechanical stuff that could explain it. But I won't talk about it in this video because, let's face it, you're here to listen to my crazy ideas and not be taught a science lesson. Depending on whether or not Hornet helps the Knight, could make different universes with different outcomes. If you're really interested in this, then there will be a pinned comment with more info. Now, loose end number 2. Why and how did the Radiance and Lace form an alliance? I mean, it could be something we learned in Silksong. Not exactly sure how the Radiance and Lace would communicate from the real world to the dream world. Maybe a cell phone or a landline or like trained foxes that deliver skulls in their mouths. I mean, they did capture Hornet somehow, so I guess they're powerful. Loose end number 3. What Windows computer does Zote use? Well, you guys seem to think Windows 2000 because it has the highest number, but wait, how is this relevant? How does this even make it into the final script? Let's end the video here. Let the foxes be in your favor.